Hello, welcome to Razmafzar TV. This is Hayden Lewis. It's a beautiful morning. Today I'm going to go over just basic archery again. I know I've made a million of these videos, but I like to keep them current even if it's the same thing every couple months. So I just want to go over the basic drawing and loosening the arrow. I'm actually going to do this left-handed. Mainly because the sun's right there. If I film from the other side, you're gonna have a hard time looking at my ugly mug. Alright, so you want to orientate yourself to your target. You want to get in a good stance. I like to point my toe at the target, get my knee facing the target, and I have my knees slightly bent. When I'm loading the bow, I like to have my bow facing the sky when I load it. That way I can kind of filter between looking at my target, looking at my bow. I put the arrow between my thumb and my index finger. I load it, and I have a nocking point. I put it above my nocking point in my arrow. I knock it there, and then you can put it below the knocking point depending on how you have it set up. Since this arrow is loose, for this demonstration I'm going to put it below it so it catches. And then I'm going to hook the string with my thumb ring. And as you can see, I'm leaving about 1 centimeter of space below it. I lock my fingers and I slightly, ever so slightly, pressure. I'm rotating. You can see rotating to my right with my hand. So now that I'm in this position, I extend my arm and I'm looking at my target the whole time, and I'm pulling this elbow back to my anchor. Once I get to my anchor, I draw a little further back and I release. Like that. Normally I don't take that long, but it's because I'm talking you through it. So I'm privy to a rishkesh beard draw. So this part of my thumb, when I'm pulling the arrow, locks into the corner of my jaw. Some people have it floating off the jaw. I put it on my jaw. I find I have the most consistency that way. So yeah. Alright, so one more time. Loading. Got the arrow on the knock now. Knock the arrow. Drawing, releasing. One more time. That one bounced off the target. That's essentially what I'm doing here. The grip I'm using, Changalibas, Changalbas, Kapse ya Changalbas, Hawk's Claw grasp. And yeah, that's essentially just as simple as it needs to be. So I'm pointing the bow, hooking the string, I'm looking at the spot I want my arrow to strike, pull back to my anchor. Once I hit my anchor, I pull back a little more. At the same time, I'm releasing. And I'm greeting the sky best I can. Sometimes I end up going here. That's in the manuals as well, that's in the miniatures. Sometimes I'm here. So there's multiple ways you could do it. Some people flick open, sometimes some people just relax. So it all depends on what technique you're trying and what you're trying to do. So we'll get some more outtakes. Bear with me, this is my left side, so it's not as competent as my right side. So just bear with me on that and stay tuned. Well, one of my arrow's tips came off, so now I'm down to 2. Another thing I'm doing is, as you can see, my bow is pointing at the target. I'm pressuring my hand like that as I draw, with my grip though, right? So when I'm drawing, I'm pressuring with that wrist, so when I release, the bow is aiding in throwing the arrow. So we'll take a look at that again. One bounced off too. So yeah, I'm adding that torque to the bow. Just going straight forward. There's different kinds. Some people end here, some people relax, end up here. I'll actually try to do the relaxed one next. Alright, let's try to get that relaxed torque, what they call hatra. See if I could achieve it left-handed. Ooh, I hope that didn't damage the arrow. Let's see if I could do it right-handed. It's not a good day when I damage arrows. I think I may have damaged that one. Oh well, that's life. I'm still with that relaxed one, that fancy looking one. Still torquing the bow and flexing my wrist into it, but as I flex and I release, I relax my hand. And boom, so it's like it's coming down and swinging out. So let's try one more time. Alright, luckily my arrow's fine. Alright, so right-handed, we'll do forward torque, relaxed torque. Forward torque first. That one, my release, I just relaxed, so I didn't greet the sky. This one I'll do relaxed torque, and I'll greet the sky. rushing myself. So yeah, there's different types of torque, hatra. I'm gonna demonstrate side this way. So it's here, here. So that one, what you're doing with your wrist is you're torquing forward and rotating it. But what's keeping you from doing it is when you draw. So when you let go, you're swinging it like that. Well, I'm down to one arrow because one of the tips came off. I guess my glue is not holding. So, got some future repairs to do. Alright, now we're going to do side torque. Side torque. Load this bow. Here, I'll do it the proper way. I'm being lazy. Here. Loading. Side torque. Now I'm gonna do no torque. I'm just gonna hold the bow normal. Not gonna torque it. Show you what that looks like. There's a little bit of torque naturally from the bow itself, but I'm not actively doing this. I'm not actively doing that. Let's get a look at that one more time. No torque, no hatra. So yeah, there's a lot of nuances to Persian archery. You got no torque, side torque, relaxed torque, forward torque. So everyone will find something that they're a little better at. I kind of get similar results from any of the hatras or torques. I kind of get similar accuracy. I will say, when I get into heavier bows, I mean, this one's not super light. It's 61 pounds at 28 inches. So this one's not exactly light. It's my lightest bow currently, right now. So that being said, I find I have slightly better, even with lighter bows actually, I find I have slightly better accuracy when I just hold it and I'm not actively trying to torque it. Some people have different results. When I do forward torque, I notice the arrow likes to land lower than normal. With side torque, it's about even, maybe slightly less accurate for me personally than if I just hold it. Relaxed torque, the same. Relaxed torque, I feel I'm generally hitting the area I'm looking at least on the windage side, or elevation I should say. Forward torque, I'm usually seeing them hit lower than where the general area I'm looking at. So that's what I noticed through the years, and I just wanted to show that there's a lot of differences. When you draw, you release, greeting the sky. Here, torquing it, and there's a lot that goes into it. So, but you want to keep it as simple as possible. For a while, I would try to add a lot to my draw, and I'd come here and then push out, and I just find that it's adding more steps, and two, I feel that I'm actually less accurate when I do that, rather than when I just punch out and draw. If I'm here, I feel like I'm adding more, and I've noticed after experimenting with it, and this is what I'm talking about, I'm starting high, right, and then I'm drawing down. I feel that I'm less accurate and I'm adding more steps than necessary rather than just punch out here. And I feel that it's also easier for me to just punch out and draw to my anchor. So just wanted to do a little semi-instructional on some archery today. It's a beautiful morning, and hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.